We are back with another episode for the Free PMS Ladies podcast show. Whoop whoop!
Yay!
I am your girl Queen P.
I'm Nick.
I'm filling in for Snoop. My name is the Shade Queen. Not the random. I'm sister to Queen P, even though she'll deny that.
I will deny that. When the DNA test comes back.
You are not her sister.
All right. So this is one of our random episodes, and it's going to be a complete dating special. So our Big Brother show, which is the rival show, with
Good show.
with our brother Victor and our surrogate brother Mervyn. They had their 50th episode.
Woo woo!
And yes, and what they did, they just asked their listeners to send in a whole bunch of questions. And one of the questions that I posed was, why don't men commit? Okay, so obviously it's quite an open question, but still, you know, I think a lot of women have the issue where they get with somebody and the guy does not want to commit. They really like the guy, thinks going well, but the guy won't put a label on it. Sometimes some of the guys won't even be seen out with them. They'll just come to their house, you know.
Side chick.
Yep, maybe for a little nookie.
Side chick.
Yeah, so, you know, I just think it's a very important question. Now, when the guys spoke about it, it got my back up because what they said was 90% of cases where a guy won't commit is the woman's fault.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was like, huh? But after listening to it in more detail, I actually agree with them. This is the reason why I agree with them, because, and this is how they broke it down as well, because a lot of women allow a whole bunch of things. There were some guys, and it's been said to me before, look, I'm in there, so I'm not trying to judge anyone or, you know, because I've been there. But sometimes right in the beginning, you'll get a guy that says, listen, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not looking. If you're still hanging around, then you're accepting whatever comes. Then you might get with a guy who maybe you don't discuss that in the beginning. You just start seeing how it goes. But you're now wanting more or wanting to have a label put on it. And nobody's actually quite, you know, the guy hasn't said, or maybe you've gone to give him the talk and he's kind of like, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But you're seeing all sorts of red flags and you're choosing to ignore them. Then really, it's your fault. You know, I mean, what do you lot think?
Everyone's looked to me. No, I totally agree. I think especially people can get caught up in the whole romance, but I love him kind of thing, that they, you know, ignore the obvious red flags. And by the time that's happened, by the time they start noticing they're in too deep or they just don't want to separate, and it's like, but hold on, I love him. One day he will love me. I'm going to wait 10 years for that ring I'm never going to get. So I'm sounding really insensitive. I don't really mean to sound like that.
But I think it's hard though, because at the end of the day, women want to settle down. Guys know this. As much as we know guys are, no, I was going to use that H word. So as much as we know guys like to play the field until they find the right lady.
Yeah.
Then it's really hard for two people to be doing certain things with each other and then not to be a title.
Side chick.
Because men are deemed as the ones who don't talk, and women do. If a woman now brings it up, it's too fast. If she don't bring it up, she's like, why didn't you say anything? Type of thing. So I think men need to take some responsibility as well.
Yep.
So it's not just the women. I get what you say. Like, if a guy says from the get-go, I don't want to be in a relationship, then fine. Yeah. But if he doesn't, and you're actually going on dates, you've gone to each other's friends' barbecues, you know, you guys are doing things in all kinds of ways, in all kind of places. Like, you know, that's on the path of a relationship. That's no longer like a booty call or just side chick.
Side chick.
or is it? And I just don't know. Like, you know, how's a girl supposed to know that, you know, she's a side chick or she's not supposed to be in a relationship with you? How's she supposed to know unless he tells you?
Look, I still think that there are some guys that, but some of them don't even do that. They don't even go, look, okay, if you don't see the way Mad Nick is, they're smiling at me. What she's smiling at, I have no idea. But
Because it's something I don't know.
Because I feel like when they're not, you know, if they're not taking you out, if they're not introducing you to people, if you know, if they don't really call you that much or communicate with you that much.
Okay, then that's different.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're wanting more, or you're just wanting that label. Even if they are doing all those things, you're wanting that label so that if you are outside with them and you see a friend, how are you introducing that person? Are you saying it's my friend? Are you saying that's my boyfriend? I mean, there was a guy that I was messing with years ago, and somebody saw us and said they didn't know us. And I was asking the guy something, and he was like, "Oh, you see your boyfriend? I see him at XYZ. Does he work at XYZ place?" Now, when I told said guy about it, he got annoyed because he was like, "Why is the guy referring to me as your boyfriend?" And I'm like, "Well, he's seen us together. We looked cozy. So what do you want me to say to him? Oh, do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, me and him are just messing around. Do you know what I mean? Like." He, you know, and I didn't want to correct the guy because I thought, okay, the guy's not my boyfriend. Yeah, we're just kind of, we're just messing around with each other. It's not a full-blown relationship. But I can understand her girls who want that. You know, I've been one of those girls who wants that, and the guy's being a bit like, like I like you, but So the guys on the rival show were sitting there saying that there are men out there that want to commit. Yeah, there are men out there that want to commit. Not all men. It's the guy you're picking doesn't want to commit.
Yeah.
And just because he doesn't want to commit, just because he doesn't want to commit to you, doesn't mean he don't want to commit.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa, because you see how there's so many women that go, oh, he was messing with me, and now he's with blah blah blah, and they're settled down and blah. Because he's found that girl that he wants to commit to.
Ooh,
and there are some women, I know, there are some women that put their foot down and go, look, this is what I want. And if you're not on that, see ya.
That's me.
Yeah, and some guys, I wish it was me half the time. You know, back then when I was younger, that wasn't me. I wish it was me. You know, but now that I'm older, I'm like, nah, I know exactly what I want. And I'm not settling for that. And you might have a pretty face and you might have all those things that I want.
Like a buff body.
But but I'm not settling. And that's the issue. So they were sitting there saying that the girls want the ones to commit. The ones that they want to commit are the ones that they look good. They got the good, they've got all of that stuff going on so that they can go and parade that guy in front of their friends and go, yeah, look, this is my man. But the ones that want to commit might not fit exactly into that package that you want. So, so they were sitting there saying it's too vague to just say, why don't men commit? The ones that you want to commit are the ones who are the pretty boys, the ones who are playing the field and running around. And they're saying with now the introduction of social media, it's been made even worse because now there's so much competition. Now there's so many gateways. There's so much access to women all over. Women all over the world. Do you know what I mean? And so there's so much competition. So they're sitting there saying that maybe some women are a bit too shallow. Like they see what they want that, and they want that regardless of the cost. But that guy's sitting there going, nah, do you know what I mean? The same way you want me, that one over there wants me, that one over there wants me, and that one over there wants me. Why should I give it all up to you when I can just have my pick of the litter, and go around and go to all sorts of different women? So their thing is that there are men that commit, but you need to be prepared that maybe the guy that is willing to commit is not going to tick every single one of your boxes.
I've been saying this from day dot. Been saying it from day dot.
But they're sitting there saying that the one you do want to commit, he himself is not even ticking all the boxes that you want.
That's true.
Yeah. So they're sitting there saying, okay, so because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, hold on, but they're not, because if they did, you wouldn't be posing that question.
Yeah.
You'd be happy, you'd be married, you'd be having kids, you'd be doing all that with them. But it's like they may have everything that you want on at face value, but they're not giving you the commitment. They're not giving you the security and the settling down. They're giving you everything on face value. Whereas you got the other guys who want to commit, and they're offering you all the, okay, I want to settle down with you. I want to have the kids. I want to do all of that stuff with you. But maybe they're not presented in the package that you want.
Yeah.
So what the guys on the rival show were saying that, number one, women need to have self-love. If you have self-love and you have self-worth, then you're not going to, even if the guy is all that you want at face value, you're going to go, no. Do you know what? You're not ticking all the major boxes, because obviously there's the superficial boxes and then there's the real nitty gritty major boxes. And if you're not ticking them, sayonara, because you might look good now, but in 20, 30 years time, what the hell are you going to look like? Yeah. And I still got to deal with your ass, Or, yeah, so they're saying, you know, if you keep an open mind and open heart and maybe find someone who maybe is not Quasimodo, but not that one you can parade on your arm, but he's giving you ticking all the boxes that you want. You know, why wouldn't you go for that?
Yeah.
What do you lot think?
It's like the example they gave was it's no point you trying to date one of those guys from Geordie Shore and think you're going to lock him down when you know you see them on the TV, they've got that girl, they've got that one. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you just got to really have a think about what you really want. Mm-hmm. And it's not just so much about what they look like. You've got to think about go more than past the looks. Can you deal with this person in 10 years time when when things start to sag and go south and la 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 la. It's always going to be good. It's always
yeah.
Are they going to be good to you? Are they good to you in the first place? Some of the hot men aren't even nice to the girls. So, but because he's hot, you take it.
Yeah.
I think it's also a thing of like trying not to think about what other people think.
Yeah,
your relationship,
or
your possible relationship, or possible choices. Because I think a lot of girls get in that trap as well, and don't go for something because they're like, oh, but this one's going to say this and this one's going to say that, and that puts them off. And then you get people who are just never settled down because this is everyone's point of view. So
true.
It's that thing as well. As much as you might want to be like my girl Janet Jackson, doesn't really matter. Even though she went for like a 4-foot midget, whatever, Jermaine Dupri, and I never understood it, but you know, he made her happy, I guess, to a certain point.
Exactly.
Doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, behind closed doors, it's just you and him.
That's true.
So yeah.
I mean, I think just listening to their show made me think a lot about it, and made me think, especially where I'm going into this season of dating and things. And especially when I was younger, I felt like, or people told me I was quite shallow, which I was, you know.
You were.
But shut up. But now I'm a little bit more open-minded. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be the person who's the most gorgeous. As long as they're decent, as long as they scrub up well, you know, and they're a good person, that's really what counts at the end of the day. I think especially with us women, once we get past the looks thing and we've actually been with the person for a little while and we can see that they're treating us nice and that they're good people, we fall in love with them, you know, and it almost becomes regardless of what they look like sometimes. So I think that we have to be prepared to give the people that chance. So, you know, I really did listen to it and I thought they are right. There's a lot of times where we just want that one that looks good, that ticks all the superficial boxes first, you know. But when it gets deeper, they don't want to tick all the other boxes, then really we should be able to say, okay, goodbye. Like, you're not doing all those things, goodbye. And if there's more enough of them women saying that and doing that, these guys won't feel like they'd be able to just play girls. You know, and the other thing that they said was too many women going, oh, but he's too nice. He's too nice.
Yeah, I can't stand that one.
Yeah, and I don't think I've ever not dated anybody because they're too nice. You know, unless they weren't nice looking, you know, then I might have gone, nah, man, they can be as nice as they like. I ain't dating that.
Yeah, I think that's a poor excuse. I know what they mean when they say that, but the people they say it, especially when I know the person, when I know the guy, and I'm like, okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But you don't need to have Tyson Beckford. You don't need to have Dwayne Johnson every minute. Like, just relax yourself. Like, the man's got a good job. He's going to look after you. He's going to pay your bills. And if you think he's not going to defend you, don't open your big mouth in a situation then, innit?
For real.
It's a try and jump and defend you. Like, just keep it moving. That's it.
For real. What were you going to say?
Well,
Queen?
I was going to talk about, more on this subject because I know I've told you, Queen P, that I used to work with someone that was the most shallow person I've probably ever met. And this is a guy, yeah. And okay, let me give you set the scene. So I work in fitness, yeah. So people I work with, you know, they're all like
buff
I work with a lot of henchmen, and you know. So this person I used to work with, he said, we always talking about, you know, where we're going in life, you know, who we're seeing, blah 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 blah. And he said that he's never getting married ever. He doesn't care how good the girl is, whatever, because he said he can be with a girl, So that's the hot girl. Hot pepper hot. And he could be over for a while. Then he'll be like, I'll be out, and then I'll be like, I'll see the next one, but I like that one even more. So I'm gonna leave that one, put an end to that one, and go chase the one that I like even more. When I get that one, I'll be with that one for a bit, and then I see the next one that I like. I'm gonna leave that one.
So it's
'cause I
shiny
like the
ball
next one.
syndrome.
Shiny ball syndrome. Always wants the next girl. He said, no, he goes, there's no point in settling down because when it don't work out, she's gonna take you for half. That part I agreed with. Like she could take you for half. It was like I can have my fun. I can be with whoever I want, and when I'm bored of them, just move on to the next.
Okay.
I just thought, good for you. I was like, you're not gonna end up alone in the end.
Exactly.
But then there was another colleague, someone that I still work with. If he ever hears this, he'll know. Go straight with like, oh no, she's talking about me. So this person I met 4 years ago, and I still work with him today. And shortly after, I was the newbie, and of course people talk about their relationships as we do when we're bored at work. And he was in a long-term relationship at that point, and he said he was along the same line, but different. He said, I don't mind being in a relationship, but I'm not getting married. I'm not having kids. I am not that man. No way. I was like, once a girl starts talking like that, I'll set it straight from the beginning. I'm not doing it. Not getting married.
Did they say why?
Well, this one was like, both of them the same. Like, it's just not for me. I don't want to do it. No, I'm not interested. But this second one, what ended up happening is he ended up finishing that relationship he was in, met the next one, and then I'll never forget about a year and a half ago, in the office, normal day, he was like, I've got something to tell you. He's like, please don't freak out. What? I'm going to ask my girlfriend to marry me. I screamed. I was like, I told you. When they first had initial conversation, I said, you haven't found the right one. It's like, no, there is no right one. I'm never going to change. A couple of years later, I'm gonna ask her to marry me. Because like, gee, don't berate me. I was like, I told you. Because yeah, you were right. I found the right one. They got married last year. They're happy.
Yada,
blah, blah,
yada,
blah.
yada.
So I was right. It's not so much that people can change their mind. They just haven't found the right one. Once they find the right one, they might
Commit,
and they go, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I can settle down. Maybe I can try this. Got that wife, got that dog, got a cat, got the white picket fence. I'm not getting married.
So yeah, and look, at the end of the day, I think, like I said, after listening to them, I do think women are mainly to blame. But they did say also men can be douchebags as well. There are some guys that are just pricks out there, and they're very careless with how they treat people. And they might even appear like they want to commit to somebody, and then, oh yeah, baby, it's just some time, just gonna take some time, and but really they're not going. They have no intention. They have no plan. They have no intention of doing it.
Yeah.
So it was good to listen to it from a guy's point of view, because and like I said, it just fell in line with the stuff that I'm doing at the moment with trying to be with dating and stuff like that. And it also helped me reflect on how I've been in past relationships where I've dealt with guys who just didn't want to commit, and I would just hang around because I really liked them. But now that I'm older, I'm like, it don't matter to me. Obviously, I'd love a guy with a pretty face, but if they're not ticking all the boxes, especially in terms of they want to commit to me, they want me to be their girl, they see a future possibly, then I go, you know what, goodbye, bye. I will find somebody else. It's not too late. So yeah, that was what. Yeah, it was a good episode. So anyone check out the Rival Show, episode 50. Very, 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 very good episode. Yeah. So next one, Dates from Hell.
Oh,
take it away.
Well, okay, put me on blast, innit? Ready for that? Okay, so I always say to you when you talk about housewives, I haven't got a clue. I'm just clutching. I'm like, hold on, I know who Nene is. I don't know. I've heard about someone called Sharayla. Sorry, let me get to the point. Okay, since we're talking about dating, I happened to be really bored yesterday night and just flicking through channels. and I stopped at a channel called Quest Red on Sky,
Mm-hmm.
and there was so random, and I just caught the beginning of a show called Dates from Hell, and I was like, this could be interesting since we, I thought, let me just entertain this, and it was like half an hour, and it was basically, like Crime Watch, they're reenacting a true story, and then interviewing the person that it really happened to.
Wow.
I watched 2 episodes. The first one was so good, but it was the second one. But anyway, the first story was, what happened was, it was like a girl, she finished school, but then, how people keep in touch on Facebook or whatever. She was like, there was a guy that she lost touch with, and she found him on some form of social media, and contacted him. They tried to reconnect, and she really liked the guy, and la 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 la. So fast forward, they decided to meet up.
Nice.
So she was like, because it's been a couple of years, we're meeting again. How about we go somewhere in public where we can be a bit more comfortable? She was like, I've got a cousin that works in the mall. Let's go there, and it's open space. So he goes, cool. So he picks her up in the car, and then they're driving. But she goes, no, you're going the wrong way.
Ooh.
First red flag. And he was like, no, because I just got to make a detour to get something. And she goes, fine. They go to petrol station, and he goes out into the shop, comes back, and she's like starting to get nervous. Why are we here? When are we going to turn back?
Run, girl, run.
That's what she should have done. And then he comes back and he plucks a massive pack of condoms on the dashboard.
This guy is an idiot.
So she's like, what the hell is that? He's like, yeah, they're for my mate. They're for my mate.
Yeah, right.
So she's like really, really on edge. So they start driving. She was like, are we going to the mall? He's like, yeah. But they go off onto the freeway and they go in another direction. So that's when she starts panicking. So then, what's it called? Even though they're on the freeway, she's like, I just need to get out of here. So she tries to, get out, and he locks the door.
Oh, that's not even funny.
No, I would be going crazy up in there.
Laughing at her. She's like 16, 17, so she's a young
She's
girl.
a kid.
They're both really young.
Where are the parents?
Oh, they're both in high school.
I think they're both just finished high school.
Where are the parents? Where are the parents?
What do you mean? Let me finish. So he's laughing, I got you kind of thing. He's all trying to grab her leg. And one hand on the wheel. Grab her leg.
Those things are not funny. Of course.
So she was like, no, I want to get it. He's like, no, because you're coming with me anyway. Where can she go? They want a freeway. They've locked the doors. So what's it called?
God.
So what's it called? At one point, I think she tries to open the window, and you could. She was. That's what was so funny. She's trying to escape out the window.
Where's she gonna go?
But any way to get out, grabs her back.
Yeah, because if they go to something like a desolate place, it's all over.
Yeah, but that's what she said. She just had to escape, but she couldn't. So she's trapped.
I will climb into the back
and she
seat,
was
yo.
like, I just need to make a phone call. Can I? Because I think he's got a phone or something. And so he's like, yeah, whatever. Who you could do? You don't even know where I am. But the thing is, this guy didn't speak. His English wasn't great.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know. So what's it called? So on inspection, she looked, and then she looked at the guy's serious issue, and she realised that wasn't the guy she thought he was. She thought she was contacting a guy she knew from school, and then she realised it wasn't even him.
She an idiot.
It really looked like him, but it wasn't even him.
Hold up a minute.
So this girl's
I will
going
call the
into
police.
panic mode. So because the guy doesn't speak much English, she calls the police, and what's it called? But she's really smart about it. And he was like, who are you calling? She goes, calling my aunt. So she's talking to the 911 dispatcher, and she was like, I've been kidnapped kind of thing. And she's like, what's your name? La, 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 la. So she's trying to imagine how you talk to your aunt.
Are
So,
you an
yeah.
auntie?
La, 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 la,
Yeah,
la.
my name is.
They were like, oh, what's the person's name? And she said the person who their Facebook profile name or whatever information she had. Like, she was like, oh, I'm on the freeway. What car? It was a black. La 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 la. At this point, it starts to get dark, so they send police, but they were even interviewing some of the police.
Oh my God,
Trying
this
to
is
find her,
crazy.
trying to figure out what car
And
she's
they
in.
said there was when it's dark and there were so many black cars.
Yeah.
So at one point she saw police cars. When she first saw the first police cars come by, she was like, "Yay, my savior!" Until it went past her. Fast forward, they're coming off onto like freeway exit, and she's like, "Right, I need to get out. The police aren't gonna find me." Once he gets, because they're gonna go off in some random place. Because if they get off the freeway, it's done. So, but they kept her on the line so that they could track the phone. But they couldn't say exactly, they couldn't pinpoint
where she was.
Car stops. And if he drags her into some random place, they won't know for sure where she is.
This
So
is
like,
really
like,
a date from hell.
it gets better. So because they're trying to get onto the exit, she was like, she needs to make her move now or it's done. So she tries to like get the window open
Again.
Yeah, and she ended up jumping out of the car. So yeah, it was crazy. She was trying to grab her back, but she ended up jumping out of the car onto the side of the road. Well, it's like green on the side. And she rolls and she was like, okay, I just need to run or find a police officer. But she sprained her ankle in the fall.
Oh, no.
So the guy's gone. You can't hang around on the freeway. So he's gone. So she ends up going, because she could see a police car on like opposite side. So she waves them down, but they can't, you can't turn. So she goes into the road. And so the policeman was like, I thought she survived this. I thought she was going to get hit by a car.
Yeah.
But she ended up getting to the police officer safely. And then they were like, okay, so what information do you have on this guy? His name is blah, 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 blah. Because she thought the original person was called William. This person was called William. So it said, William, his car is this and living in this area. They tracked that guy down in 2 minutes.
Good.
The guy got home and he got arrested.
Good.
Oh my
But
God.
it's hard to prove the whole kidnap thing. He's going to say she's a stupid little girl. So
Yeah.
I think that
That
case,
was, oh my God, that was
case-
too much,
that
man.
case
My
is
heart
still-
palpitations.
It's still going. It's just hard to prove, the whole intent. And,
Yeah.
he said, she
Poor
said.
girl.
All the police know for sure was that she was on the phone and he was next to her and, she was trying to mumble and try to convince me she's talking to her aunt. They know that she jumped out the car. She could be crazy. She went across the road when there were cars going. She
Good
sounds like a crazy
girl.
woman.
Good
but,
girl.
she's all right
Because
now.
anything can happen,
She's-
boy. She
she
might
was-
not be here to tell the
She
tale.
was also a former rape victim as well.
Oh my
she
God.
Imagine going through her head, I'm going to get raped again.
Oh my
so
God.
She was literally, but yeah, she's
That
okay
ain't no
now.
date from hell.
That-
That is just hell. What?
So yeah,
my
but she made it
gosh.
out okay. She's in therapy, and
How's she going to pick men from now on?
Yeah, I think they said she's found someone. She's engaged and she's happy. But obviously some time had passed, not straight away. And the guy she's engaged to is not this William person.
Thank
so,
God.
So after
I'm
watching,
scared for the next one.
Oh yeah, after watching that, I was like, that was half an hour. Ooh, I feel like I've relived it all over again. So straight after, I was like, oh, another episode, great. So I was like, let me watch this one. So at this point, my brother comes in. So he's like, what are you watching? He's like, Dates from Hell. He's like, yes. So what happened? So with this second one, it was a woman was on holiday in Rome in Italy, and she was with her friend. And it was their last night, so they went to, they just, we're gonna go, we want culture and la 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 la. So they were in some restaurant, and they were getting schmoozed by the owner, as you do. And at some point, he was like, I'm gonna introduce you to my friend. He's over there. He's a local artist. So it was like, this is my friend Marco. Marco, come over. It was like, yeah, I'm an artist. I've got a studio in the area. I've got a great home nearby, near your hotel, blah, blah, blah. If you want, you can come to see my art studio. It's down the road. And these girls, these two American girls, they're like, no, we've got a flight in the morning and we don't know you kind of thing.
Wow.
So the restaurant owner's like, what? It's not like he's going to rape you or anything. So,
He did. Oh, he actually said that.
That's what he said. It's not like he's going to rape you or anything. So the girl,
I would pack up my bag and go, get lost.
So why she being interviewed? She thought that was a weird thing to say. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
It would come out. It's one thing to think about, to say it. Anyway, so after dining and schmoozing, they end up going to see. There's two of them. One guy. There's two of them. They went to see the guy's studio.
They still went.
Yeah, they did. And he was right. He did have an art studio.
Right.
And the artwork was impressive and blah, 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 blah. So he was like, do you guys can come to my home. I live like near your hotel. And they were like, no, we're tired. We got a flight. We got a 9 a.m. flight in the morning. We're going to pack and go to bed, la, 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 la. So he said, if you change your mind, I'm going to be at this restaurant. So feel free to come meet up
Fair
for
enough.
drinks, whatever. So I say, yeah, thanks for the offer, but bye. So they start going. And one of them, her name was Kerry. One of them goes, I'm only in Rome once. Let me just go back and, chat to him.
Stupid
She was back by
girl.
herself.
Stupid girl.
So she goes to the restaurant And the guy is there, like he said he would. He was like, "Oh, you came back?" She's like, "Yeah, cool. Let's just hang out for a bit," kind of thing. So they're chatting. Drinks are flowing. As you do when one is in room. So I feel like I'm taking over the whole show.
Oh my
Carry
gosh.
on. Brain cells are getting lost. Yep, go for it.
What?
The
And
wine
to my-
flowing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but yeah. If it's so boring, just stop me if it's boring.
No.
No. So what's it called? So after a while, they're just talking, and randomly he just kisses her. Not even no build up. Like he gets the build like it's coming. She was like, whoa, So he just plants on her. She was like, look, I'm not down for that. We can be cool, we can hang out, but there's no nookie going on tonight. If that's exactly what. No, it's not happening. It's like okay. So she goes to the toilet to freshen up, redo her makeup as us ladies love to do. And when she comes back, he's arguing with the guy. There's also a guy that comes in to sell flowers.
Yeah.
They're having a blazing row in
Right.
Italian, and she doesn't speak Italian, so they're screaming. At this point, Victor's like, "This is the point where you just sneak
Slide
past
out. Yeah.
and you go home." But no, she comes in. She was like, "What's going on?" kind of thing. And he said, what happened was he was trying to haggle the guy, and he bought all the flowers that the guy had
Right.
for her. So not even one, he bought the whole lot.
Right.
So he was like, these are for you. And she's like, "Oh, flowers, thank you." She's still not getting them. So she's like, thank you. So she's like, "Right, okay, I'm going to go home now." He's like, "No, come to mine, come. I've got the most beautiful view of the whole Rome skyline.
Bet you do.
From my
Wow,
house.
trying it.
It's like, just come up, have a look. You can go. I swear, you're not going to regret it. It's beautiful. It's lovely." So after a while, she was like, "Okay."
Oh my! Are you serious?
Persistence is key.
It gets worse. So he was right in that his home wasn't far from her hotel.
Right.
Like, everything he said so far is true.
Right.
So they go to his apartment, but his apartment is on the 6th floor.
Okay.
So she's walked a load of stairs, gone in, and then they've gone. He said it was like a studio flat. She was like, his bed. You open the door, the bed was right there. She's like, oh.
Boy.
So they go straight to the balcony, and he's right because it's such a lovely view. Oh, it's so nice. You can see the Rome skyline. You can see everything. Blah 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 blah. So they're chatting after a bit, and then he goes. So she's looking. He disappears. And then all she heard is some romantic music starting.
Oh my gosh.
And then he comes back with a bottle of rum. He's like, "Drink." And she's like, "No." He's like swinging his bottle, having a drink. And he was like, marijuana. So he's like trying to offer her drugs. And she's like, "No." And but the music is playing really loud. So they're shouting.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
she's like, "Right, because I've had enough of this. I'm going." Goes, "Okay." She goes, picks up her stuff. Isn't the door locked?
Of course. Of course.
And he's like, "You're going." So his English was okay. And all of a sudden he goes, "You're going nowhere." So what's it called? So just all of a sudden his English was fantastic. So he starts grabbing on her and all sorts.
Oh my God.
He kisses her. She said he kissed her.
I would
but
knee him in the
he
balls.
bit her lips
Oh
so
my
hard
God.
to the point she started bleeding.
Oy.
So it was like, "Why don't you want me?" She goes, "I want to go home," kind of thing. So slapped her around the face. She's tumbled on the floor. Her bag's gone everywhere. Her wig. Okay, she didn't have a wig, but if it was me, my wig would have gone one way, but my head went the other. So she's thinking, how the hell am I gonna get out?
No.
So this is the point where it was like she should have smashed the, because the music's playing, so that it shows. No one
one
could
can
hear
hear
her
her.
screams. So he's like, "I would have smashed the computer screen." So she looked at the table and he's got keys. And so they both go for the keys at the same time. And he gets there first. And he tosses it. He's like,
Oh my
at
God.
one point, he's got her in one hand and he's trying to undo his
No.
and all sorts. So at what she said, with all of her strength, she's pushed him on the floor. She's like, she can't get out of the front. So she's going to go over
The balcony.
But remember, they're on the
6th
floor. So she was like,
and it's marble floor in Italy.
so she was looking over and she was like, "Hold on, a few floors. There's a platform she could land on, so she doesn't have to go right down. She goes to 6th floor. She's probably dead.
Yeah.
So she gets her legs over, and as she's trying to get down, the guy's coming back.
Oh
innit?
my God.
So she jumps. but then her cardigan gets stuck in the railing.
Oh my God.
So they're scrapping. He's pulling her, trying to pull her by her neck up.
What?
And
Try to get back into the
yeah,
flat.
trying to get her back up.
Yeah,
innit?
I know, but
so but then the cardigan that was caught
rips.
free,
Thank
and
God.
she falls onto the area that she was supposed to. I thought she was gonna just fall straight through to the bottom floor. That would have been the end of the story. No, but she lands and she was like, maybe I've hurt my leg. No, I haven't. So she's like, literally gets off the platform. That she has to try edge round. You know, imagine it's got like
a bit of space.
a bit of space. So she's going around the building thinking, oh my God, I might die. She's like, get yourself together. So she makes it halfway around the building and there's a ladder, but the ladder goes up. So she's thinking, I've got to move quick. This man's going to chase me. This man is going to chase me. So she goes up even further to the top of the building and she just starts running. And when she gets to the end, there's a gap to the next building. So you can imagine, like, I don't know if you watch American shows, he's like jumping.
Like Fast and Furious.
Yeah, so she's like, she's doing that, but, you know, at a great height. So she's jumped and she's just running, thinking, oh my God, he's going to come after. She said that she jumped over seven buildings.
Wow.
And then there was a dead end. So she doesn't know where she is. And she's like, I just need to move because he's coming to get me. He knows this area more than I do, but I just need to move. So the last platform that she was on, she looks down. She was like, there's like a 10-foot drop, but that's her only way out. So
She jumped.
she jumps.
Oh my God, this
She-
is so intense.
She lands it, but she's not on the ground floor. But the next drop is even further.
What the heck?
She was, but she was in like a really, really tight, like a really tight, like square. It was like, you know, I don't know how big, but it wasn't that big. But there was a window and a door, so it's like someone's balcony.
Yeah. Bang on
So-
that, baby girl.
All she was like, I've got to do it. But what if they don't? What if they think I'm crazy? Or what if they don't? What if no one's in? But she's got to. So she bang, help me, help me, help me. And then, so no.
Please don't tell me he answers the door.
I thought Vince was like, I'm begging for it to be Marco.
That's where I'm going to just check out and just stop the recording because I can't.
So there's a curtain. People have the curtain. So they a guy pulled back the curtain and she was like, thank God it's not Marco. And she was like, please, you have to let me in. Let me in. He was like, I'll let you in, but you've got to shut up because my son's sleeping. It's 2 a.m. My son's sleeping. Keep quiet. She's like, okay. So the guy opens the door. She's like, I just need to get out of here. So she goes, the son wakes up anyway. The son was about 7 years old. So she's walking through this guy's house. She catches herself in the mirror. She goes, her nose and her mouth was all bleeding and everything. She was like, oh my God, I look a mess. She was like, thank you. They even interviewed the guy that let her in. She was like, he said it's mad. He was like, you can't even get, the only way to that balcony is through his house. So he knew that she's jumped. He was like, I've got a crazy American woman speaking in English. You don't get that in Italy at 2 a.m. So I knew it had to be, but I had no choice to help her. As I was going to help her or call the police. So I just like ushered her out of my house really, really quickly. And I was like, yep. I was like, just go, keep going down. So she runs. And then she literally says she ran back to
The hotel.
her hotel. And her friend was still awake. So imagine she comes back and she's bleeding. And she was like, oh my God, Marco tried to rape me kind of thing.
Did she still have her handbag?
I don't even look.
Oh, okay.
I
That's what I'm
don't think
checking.
she did.
Okay.
I don't think she did it. I think it went when the part that her wig would have gone, like I said. So she ran back to her friend, and they called the U.S. embassy, and what's it called? I think they tried to prosecute. They caught the guy. She knows.
Of course, yeah.
But with the case, he's not going to go to jail, but he's on probation for 5 years. So. Yeah,
Because it was attempted, wasn't it, and not done.
And it's a lot to prove. And
Let me just stop you there because we're coming to the end of this to the show. But that was the most intense. It's been that's the most intense story we've had on here. So this will be probably your last appearances on because let me tell you something. This show is not that sick because you had me scared. I was scared. I was there holding on to my own weave. I was there like scared.
Hold on to my weave too.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I want to watch that show now.
Yeah, because I was all thinking it was going to be lighthearted and maybe someone's breath stank and stuff like that.
Pay a bill
Yeah.
or something.
This is just
Listen, the listeners need to be on the edge of their seats.
This
like
is something
I was
from like Murder
yesterday.
She Wrote or Poirot.
Oh
or
my
like or a
God.
special victims unit.
They need to call Olivia Benson for that kind of stuff that I was watching
Jesus
yesterday.
Christ,
But
that
trust
was.
me, I put that show on season record quick time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for that later on
So-
tonight, boy.
Why?
Dates from Hell, right?
Dates from Hell, Quest Red people, watch it. It was interesting. The fact that my brother came in and started watching it, and be like, boy, it's Marco. Oh, and it's quite funny because my brother was saying to me, my sister, earlier on in the week that, you know, if you meet someone, I want their details. You know, I want a picture. I want to know how to find them. You know, I need to know who I'm coming after. After watching that, he turned to me and he went, You see, because whenever you meet someone, I want a picture. I want their license car number, their address, because you don't want to meet no one like Marco, do you?
True.
Well, on that note,
True.
I don't know if I should thank you for coming on as a guest.
Thank you.
Can I come back and talk about this?
No. Just joking. You know what? We will be happy to have you back. Please
Thank you.
continue watching Dates from Hell.
Absolutely.
And so that's that we're going to conclude another episode of the 3 p.m. Ladies podcast.
Yay!
If you've got any of your own personal Date from Hell stories, none as intense as the ones that the Shea Queen tells,
Email me.
email us at 3pms.ladies@gmail.com. We are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of it. Okay, I'm your girl, Queen P.
I'm Nick.
I am the Shade Queen, also known as the Dates from Hell specialist.
We are out.
Thank you.
Bye.